Even 10 years later, Columbia is still feeling the effects of this 1,000-year flood. Though Columbia's Riverwalk is still open to the public, not every part of it is. Like this section behind me here, where you can see the active construction on Columbia's canal and water supply. Even though we probably won't see as many cases as last year's record-breaking season, a new influenza strain could change that for the worse. High school programs have been popping up and thriving in South Carolina as well, especially here at Dorman High School in Roebuck, where Helly and his teammates are looking to defend their state championship title after multiple years. Because there aren't any classes going on right now, I'll give you a quick demonstration of what a circuit looks like. You'll start with an exercise like this squat for 45 seconds, and then take 15 seconds of rest in between going to the next one. I don't have nearly that much time, so I'm just gonna go straight to it. No need to rest for me. Going into a push exercise now. And if you'd like to test out any of this equipment on your own, you can come here to Rosewood Park in Columbia at 901 South Holly Street. I'm Tyler Perrone, live in Columbia for Carolina News.
Today marks the 10-year anniversary of Columbia's 1,000-year flood. Our Tyler Perrone looked into the lasting damages and why Columbia's water system is still in repair.
5 days of historically heavy rain, 30 inches in total. But this wasn't in Seattle, London, or even the Amazon. This was the first week of October 2015 in Columbia, South Carolina. The results? Schools closing, parks closing, and a 100-foot hole in the city's canal.
Even 10 years later, Columbia is still feeling the effects of this 1,000-year flood. Though Columbia's Riverwalk is still open to the public, not every part of it is. Like this section behind me here, where you can see the active construction on Columbia's canal and water supply.
The man overseeing the near $150 million repairs? Clint Sheely, head of Columbia's drinking water system.
And I saw that the water level had dropped almost instantaneously, about 6 or 8 feet.
He began working for the city 6 weeks before the floods hit, and didn't think he'd still be working on repairs in 2025. His 3-step plan to solidify the canal and protect fresh water was delayed because of a lack of government funding.
Initially, FEMA offered us just a little bit north of $10 million to repair the embankment. We politely said, no, thank you. We think you're missing a zero. We need to reevaluate this.
Sheely said that the delays were worth it so that Columbia taxpayers didn't suffer.
That was supposed to take 12 to 18 months. That took another 54 months.
As of today, roughly $33 million for the project are still in limbo. The city was supposed to receive that amount in a federal reimbursement grant, but the money hasn't come through yet. For now, Sheely and the city of Columbia continue to work on remodeling their water supply despite these issues. In Columbia, I'm Tyler Perrone, Carolina News.
The 3-stage project is expected to finish in 2028. For now, the treatment plant operates from an interim canal with a set of pumps that brings Congaree River water to the plant.
The federal government shutdown has reached day 37 and tensions are soaring in airports across the country tomorrow. The Federal Aviation Administration is cutting 10% of flights in 40 major U.S. markets. Our Tyler Perrone is live at the Columbia Metropolitan Airport with how staff and travelers are reacting.
That's right, Kyron. U.S. Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy said they're doing this to make sure that the airways are safe during the ongoing shortage of air traffic controllers. Duffy announced the cuts yesterday, but today the FAA released the list of the airports that are going to be affected.
Columbia Metropolitan Airport isn't on the FAA's list. But some of CAE's big destinations like Atlanta, Chicago, and New York are. Which means starting tomorrow, cuts might affect direct and connecting flights coming to Columbia.
We could still see the same number of flights, but yet there could be delays later on.
The cuts are a result of air traffic controllers calling out across the U.S. Why? Because air traffic controllers haven't been getting paid since the government shutdown started over a month ago. And flyers are frustrated, not just for themselves, but for employees too.
It's affecting people who are working hard and not getting paid, all the way down to me trying to get home to see my family.
If cuts do make their way to COLA, travelers should keep one thing in mind.
check your airlines for any impacts of your second or third flight, should that be the case for you.
Columbia hasn't seen much of an impact yet, but last weekend alone, at least 39 facilities saw short staffs nationwide. The FAA cuts are expected to affect more than 1,800 flights coming up. Live in Columbia for Carolina News, I'm Tyler Perrone.
Moving from the street to the court, high school boys volleyball has gained thousands of participants in the last year. Our Tyler Perrone spoke with one of South Carolina's top recruits about the growth of the sport.
Lucas Helly is one of the nation's top prospects for college men's volleyball. He's committed to Long Beach State, the defending NCAA Division I champs. But Helly wasn't always sure he'd be able to play in college.
Growing up, it was really hard just being from where we're from, and there's not a lot of guys volleyball and it not being a big sport.
But since the 2009 season, some big high school sports like football have dipped in participation, while boys volleyball has jumped in popularity.
The growth for volleyball is like this right now for boys.
That's Brad Wilson, director of men and boys volleyball at the American Volleyball Coaches Association. He showed me a survey from the U.S.'s governing body for high school sports, which reported a 10,000 player increase in the last year alone. And this growth isn't just in places like California or Florida. High school programs have been popping up and thriving in South Carolina as well, especially here at Dorman High School in Roebuck,
where Helly and his teammates are looking to defend their state championship title after multiple years.
Dorman's program is ranked first in the nation for fall indoor teams by Max Preps.
3 state championships since my freshman year. We have won basically every game but 2.
But high school teams weren't even competing for a state championship in SC until it was added in 2022.
I think volleyball's always been intriguing to the boys. I was a volleyball coach. At my school, we didn't offer it, but it was always one of their favorite things.
South Carolina is one of 4 states that plays boys volleyball in the fall rather than the spring, which is giving boys other opportunities.
A lot of boy athletes, may not be inclined to do football, and then the other sports we offer are cross country and swim.
The sport's growth doesn't seem to have a particular reason behind it either.
It's an instant hook.
I do think you're seeing a lot of your basketball student athletes that are enjoying it.
I just think it's like the relationships.
There are currently 29 states where boys volleyball is a sanctioned high school sport. The AVCA and other groups are working to sanction boys volleyball across the country, so that kids in all 50 states have a chance to succeed like Lucas and his teammates at Dorman. In Spartanburg County, I'm Tyler Perrone, Carolina News.
Dorman High School ended the regular season with an undefeated 26-0 record last week. Lucas and the Cavaliers start their road to the state championship this week, where they'll look to claim their 4th title in a row.
But measles isn't the only illness you'll need to look out for. Today, the Department of Public Health announced the state's first flu-related death since September 28th. Our Tyler Perrone reports on how you and other South Carolinians can stay safe this flu season.
With colder weather and holiday travel picking up across the nation, so is flu season. And South Carolina's Department of Public Health says that each year presents new challenges.
Every flu season is unique, and every flu virus is slightly different than the other one. And, there's so many different factors that play into how bad a flu season is.
It's important to be prepared, especially after last year's flu season, which saw at least 280 child deaths and the highest hospitalization rate for influenza in the past 15 years.
Even though we probably won't see as many cases as last year's record-breaking season, a new influenza strain could change that for the worse.
The new strain, known as subclade K, may be more resistant to the vaccine than other strains. But the DPH says vaccinations are still heavily encouraged because subclade K is only one of 3 strains involved in flu season. The DPH says everyone over the age of 6 should get vaccinated because the flu could be deadly for young children, pregnant women, and those with chronic health conditions.
We have to have so many people getting vaccinated so we're not passing the flu virus back and forth or to each other.
Those who want the shot should get it as early as possible to make time for the 2 weeks the body needs to respond to the vaccine. But shots aren't the only way to protect yourself and those around you.
Wash their hands regularly and cover their coughs, which also helps reduce spread of flu, RSV, COVID, you name it.
For more information, the DPH updates their website's Flu Watch page every Wednesday. In Columbia, I'm Tyler Perrone, Carolina News.
And if you're still looking to get the vaccine, the DPH's website has a tab for flu vaccine clinics, which has a list of providers for each county in South Carolina.